You guys having fun? You guys having fun yet? Yeah? I'm in a great mood myself. Like, it's really great times. The summer's here, you know, it's fight national, you know, I'm in a great mood despite that. But more than anything else, you know, I'm in a great mood these days because a while back I came across this Barack Obama wristwatch right here. Yeah, I bought this Barack Obama wristwatch. I'm pretty psyched about it too, because for two reasons. One, because I have this sort of illogical fear that, you know, people are just going to randomly accuse me of being a racist. Yeah, I live with that fear every day. And I know that if that happens now, I can just be, you know, just go up there and be like, hey, I beg to differ. Black man, watch. But more importantly, though, I'm just waiting for somebody to come up to me and ask me what time it is. You know, while I have this watch on, just so I can pop out of it and be like, "It's time for change." That's what he says. Just kidding, this whole platform. Just like the President of the United States, I come from a multi-ethnic background myself. My name is Walter Lyng. I just like to apologize right off the bat, you know, for ruining your perception as to what a Chinese person looks like. I'm actually Korean. No, but no, like seriously, my day job, I write for a weekly newspaper. I had this humor column that I do for them. I got this angry lady calling in the other day. She was pretty pissed off at me. What I had done in the column, I was talking about animal cruelty at one point, and I said, you know, I'm not even really against seal clubbing. You'd club them too if you knew what jerks they were. And she got really upset by this, and not realizing it was a humor column. And so she calls in, and she leaves like a long voicemail saying, oh, you know, how can he call the seals jerks? You know who's the real jerks? People are jerks, and you're a jerk for writing this. And well, I suppose we should expect this from someone with a name like Walter Lyng, whose people probably eat dogs and cats and rats. She's really upset, and she's like, I don't know, he doesn't even really look Chinese to me, because my picture is on the top of the column. So she's confused, and she's really angry. I don't know what she's more upset about, that, you know, like, that, you know, just, like, about her own racism, or like that her racism isn't actually working. And I love the fact that she's backing up this really appalling statement with her love of the animal kingdom. You know, it's like, it's okay to slam, you know, a billion people, but as long as we're backing up the seals. The column itself wasn't actually all about animal cruelty. What I've been writing about was riots, because there was a horse that got injured. There was a riot back when Montreal beat Pittsburgh. We had a little mini riot, you know. And when I was writing that, there was actually a horse that got injured. I don't know, I thought it was kind of fucked up. I think Montreal as a city has the whole riot thing down pat. We know how to have a riot and do it the most often. But there was actually almost a riot earlier this year. Like, in comparison, look at this other riot scenario. On the West Coast in Vancouver, when it was still the Olympics going on, and Canada was doing really well, and tons of tourists were coming into town, the hockey team was winning, you know, kinds of gold medals, and shit was getting crazy in Vancouver for a while there. It was getting kind of off the hook, like it was getting close to riot stage. And so you know what they did in Vancouver to prevent there being a riot? They closed the liquor stores. Now, I don't know how things work out on the West Coast. All I'm saying is that here, this city, I'm pretty sure that if they closed the liquor stores to prevent a riot, it would just cause an even bigger riot. And then all you get is a bunch of unusually sober rioters whose brick throwing accuracy has suddenly gone way up. Which is really going to come in handy when you got to smash the window of the liquor store. Not a good idea. We shouldn't close liquor stores. Never solved anything. I know about all this shit, all like the Olympic stuff, not because I'm a huge Olympics fan, it's just because I watched a bunch of it on TV, just because it was on TV. Because I will watch anything that's on TV. I'm a big TV person. I'll watch whatever's on. I'll sit through commercials, infomercials, little mini infomercials. Like my favorite is the slap chop. Yeah. Everybody fucking knows a slap chop. I can do this bit to like a group full of Japanese people and say slap chop. I'm like, yes! No, slap chop, it's a great product, you know, and it's got an even better host, Vince. He's a good guy. I don't know if you guys remember Vince. He also did the ShamWow. He did both of those. So he's got like two major cultural accomplishments tucked in the old belt. What you might not know about Vince, though, is in between those two cultural landmarks, Vince, he got into some trouble with the law down in Miami for hitting a prostitute. He hit a prostitute in a Miami hotel room. This happened, okay? And she was biting him in the face and stuff. He just had this sort of like allure from him. And it just happens. Live and let live is all I'm saying. Let's get past that incident. I'm just saying, I don't think the marketing team behind the Slap Chop product was aware of this incident in Vince's life, because they felt that the best slogan for the Slap Chop product would be like Vince and slap your problems away. It's not so much funny as it is true and kind of sad. And Vince touches on a lot of things in that commercial, you know, with the Slap Chop. He's showing all the shit the Slap Chop can do. He's slicing, he's dicing, he's doing all kinds of crazy shit. And at one point, he's chopping up an onion, you know? He just yanks the peel out there, comes out in one piece. You know, I don't know who cut the onion in half in the first place, but somebody did it, and not the Slap Chop. But, and he says, because you know, life's sad enough as it is. You don't want to cry anymore. No more tears. I was like, whoa, Vince just got heavy there all of a sudden. It's just got like really deep and personal. But you know, life is kind of sad, and he's right. You know, and I'm not always super happy. I'm not always in a great mood. You know, I was single for a long time. I struggled finding a girlfriend. You know, I kind of went through a really long dry spell without a. So it kind of lasted from birth until now. But I'm lucky enough now to have a girlfriend. And like I said, because like the shit I was doing, it wasn't working. I don't know, man. Like I would try everything to pick up girls. Like I go to bars and I just go everywhere, go to clubs. I'm not going to clubs since I'm not really anywhere, but and in the bars I'd bust out a sexy look sometimes. Yeah, this guy knows it. Guys know that when you have a good sexy look, you can make a girl yours without ever saying a single word to her. You know, she just melts in your hands, right? So I'd get in a bar, you know, I spot a nice looking lady from across the room, you know, get a couple drinks to me, build up my confidence, and bust out the sexy look. So I did that for a while, and eventually one night a friend comes up to me and says, "Walter, man, what the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "Sexy, look at that girl. She's melting in my hands like butter." And he says, "It looks like you want to rape and kill everyone in the bar." I'm like, well, really as good a night as any to be like Vince. Anyway, that's my time, everybody. Give it up. One more time.